All right, let's crush a Sudoku. This one's called Diamond Box by Pagedo. Pajedo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. So normal Sudoku rules apply. We have to put the digits 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Cells connected by a pink Renban line form a set of consecutive digits in any order. So these, all of these are consecutive digits without repeats. Okay, so there's 8 numbers there. So I don't know. They have to be eight consecutive numbers. So it would be 1 to 8 or 2 to 9 would be the consecutive digits that could go on there. Okay, so adjacent digits on a green whisper line. That's this one, differ by 5. So if this digit is a 2, then this digit has to be at least a 7 to be 5 away from it. So 7, 8, or 9 could go there. Adjacent digits on an orange Dutch whisper line must differ by 4. So same rule, except instead of being 5 away, it has to be 4 away. So if this was a 2, this would have to be at least a 6. Box borders divide blue region sum lines into segments of the same sum. So these 3 cells are divided by this box border, right? This black box border. So these 3 cells add to the same as these 3, which add to the same as these 3, which add to the same as these 3. So every set of cells divided by a box border on this blue line add to the same thing. Cells joined by a V add to 5. So those 2 cells add to 5. Digits joined by a white dot are consecutive. So these are consecutive digits, 2, 3, 5, 6, something like that. Not all V's or dots are given. Okay. Cool. So that just means like these 2 could add to 5 and that would be fine. There doesn't have to be a V here for 2 numbers to add to 5, basically. Okay. So I think I got the main rules on the screen here. Yeah, let's run this thing. So kind of a lot of rules, a lot of different lines here. Let's see how they communicate with each other. So V's are always somewhat interesting. These numbers, every V can only have the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 on them because there's only 2 ways to make 5 in 2 digits. That's 1, 4, and 2, 3. Okay, and then so that immediately tells us something about the green line because green lines have to oscillate. And what oscillate means is go back and forth. What they go back and forth between is a high digit and a low digit. So if this is a low digit, which it is because we just wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, then this has to be a high digit automatically. Because even if I put the lowest possible digit 1 on here, I can't put another low digit. I have to go up to 6 because 6 is 5 away from 1. And you notice that I skipped right over 5. There's no way to put a 5 on a green line because 5 doesn't have a number that it can go next to. But I know that this is a high number. I'll denote that with orange. So this has to be low, and this has to be high, and this has to be low, and this has to be high, and this has to be low, and this has to be high. I've said that completely incorrectly the entire time. Whatever. Okay, so orange is low, blue is high. I was saying it backwards. This is low, high, low, high, low, high, low. High, low, high, low. It's off to work we go. Okay, so this V, I don't know why I missed this one with the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing, but since 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the low digits, and I know this is also low, and this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, we now have a 1, 2, 3, 4 triple in the row. And what that's telling us, like the total for the blue line is pretty low. It must be because, I mean, even if this is a 9, then this adds to 5. So the biggest, I guess that's not even that low. All right, well, okay. And then we also have a quad. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. And another thing I know about a green whisper line is that neither of these can be 4 because 4 only has one number that's 5 away from it, and that's 9. And I can't put 9 in both of these cells. So, all right, if I try to put a 4 in either of these boxes, I can't because I'd have to put a 9 on both sides. So this can't be a 4 and this can't be a 4. So we've narrowed these down to 1, 2, 3, which isn't super helpful, but it's something. And we've got a couple instances where we have all 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 spoken for in this row as well as in this box. I can also tell, so anytime we have a V, I guess that only happens twice, but we have a V here and a V here, and these 2 segments, these blue segments, have to add up to the same thing. So this and this are definitely the same value. I don't know if that means anything. Okay, and I can probably just limit the cell a decent amount. Like I know this can't be a 1, 2, 3, or 4 because it's in a row. So can it be a 5? I don't think it can. Because if it's a 5, then these 3 cells add up to 15. But neither of these cells can be a 1, 2, 3, or 4 because I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the column here. So if I put a 5 here, then this whole thing adds up to 10. And no matter what I put in here, even if I put the biggest number possible in here, if I put a 4 here, I can't make these two numbers add up to 6. Yeah, okay, that must be, I think that's probably where I'm going. I think that's probably, like these two cells probably put a ton of pressure on this cell because I can't use 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. So the minimum that I can make this add up to is 12. Okay, so yeah, if I put, let's just say, so I put a 5 here and a 6 here, which are the lowest numbers that I have left to put in this column. And then I can minimize this as well and make it a 1, right? So then I've made the total, the lowest I can possibly make it, and I made it 1, 5, 6, which is 12. I know this adds up to 5, so the lowest possible number that can go here would be a 7 to add up to 12. And that's absolutely minimizing this. And then we also have something interesting happening here, because this is a Dutch whisper line, and this has to be the same parity as this. Now it doesn't. And it can't be. I'm confusing myself here, but I think the orange line might help me here. I could go, I guess this could be the 5 instead of this one. I could go 1, 9, 5 on the Dutch whisper. Is that going to be forced? I think it might be. Like if I try to put a 2 here, what's happening? I guess, like, is this forced to be 9, 5? Is that the conclusion I'm coming to here? Because it seems like this kind of has to be a low number. Because, so if I go, if we follow the logic of the German whisper, I have to go up 5, down 5. I would have to go low, high, low. But this can't be low. This can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Because 1, 2, 3, and 4 are spoken for in the column. So this has to be at least 5, and I think that means it just has to be 5. If I went 1, 5, okay, I could go the other way too. I could go 1, 5, 9, but I think 9 probably breaks this. Interesting logic happening here. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be, but because I was trying to put 6 in here. Yeah, 9 is 3 more than 6, so obviously. So if I put 9 here, then all of a sudden my total goes up to the minimum I can make. If I put 9 here, 1, 5, 9 adds up to 15. So I'd have to put a 10 in this cell, which doesn't work. So this can't be 9, and if it can't be 9, then I think it has to be 5. I think the logic I'm making there is good, and it's really hard. I just said there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things at play here. I think this has to be a 5 though. What other scenario? I think oh man, I don't know if I should ride with this logic because I don't know if I can walk through. I don't know if I can prove that. I'm almost positive it's true though. Let me try that again. I think I'm almost positive this has to go 9, 5. This is obviously a low number. It's 1, 2, 3, or 4, which by conventional logic would indicate that this is probably a low number. There's only one situation where it can't be a low number, so conventional logic is wrong. So this absolutely can't be a low number. So it has to be either 5, which is the only number that's not low or high by German whisper logic, or it has to be high. And the only way you can go from a low number to a high number is by going 1 in 3 cells, is by going 1, 5, 9. And I just said that it can't be a 9. So this absolutely cannot be a 9 because it breaks the ability to put a number here. This would have to be a 10, even if we minimize this. So since it can't be a 9, and the only way to make it a high number is by going 1, 5, 9, this has to be not a high number. So it has to be 5. This is absolutely 5. And then this has to be 9 to be 4 away from it. Because if I go 4 in the other direction, this has to be a 1, and then I'm not going to be able to put anything here. So this absolutely has to be a 9. So that's a 9 and a 5. And now I've made the total kind of, I have the ability to make this total like really small. So I don't think I'm putting pressure on here anymore, but because I made this a 5. But I know that I'm almost positive this is true. I'm going to check it. Okay, that was kind of cheap, but maybe that logic wasn't that crazy. I'm just having a really hard time explaining it. All right, so yeah, so this could still be anything that's here. This now probably has a lot of options. So I can still make this a 6. So this could still be a 7. I said that the lowest this could be was 7, 8, or 9. So this could definitely still go 5, 6, 1, and have this be 12. and the total would be 12. And that would, I mean, this adds up to 5, so this would add up to 12. Okay, the same thing is happening here, though. Okay, so we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so is the so I think this is probably 5. This is 9. Is that what we're doing? I think the same logic is happening here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I can't go 1. Yeah, so this has to be a 5. This absolutely has to be a 5 because it can't be a low number, and the only high number it could be would be 9, and that would break this. So this is a 5. This is a 9. And that's interesting because it puts 9 on here. So I said earlier, and I don't know if I was giving something away by saying this, there have to be 8 consecutive digits on this pink line, which is going to exclude either 9 or 1 from the pink line, because that's the only way you can do 8 consecutive digits from 1 to 9 and have them be consecutive. Like I can't leave a 2 off of this pink line, or I have to go 1 and then 3 through 9. So the one that I leave off has to be a 9 or a 1. So the 9 has to go on the line now, so I know that 1's not on the line. I don't know. I don't think that helps me immediately, but it might in the long run. I know the digits on this pink line are 2 through 9 at this point, because 9 has to go in one of these 4 cells. And if we have a 9 on the line, then all the digits have to be consecutive, then I have the digits 2 through 9. Oh, okay, Dutch Whisper now. Oh yeah, this cell is surrounded by 5s. So, I mean, even before it was surrounded by 5s, okay, this has to be a low number, and it has to be 4 away from 5, so this is a 1, which makes this a 2, which is the only consecutive digit with 1. Then this has to add to 5, it's a 3. This is a 4 to add to 5 with 1. None of these are 3, which makes the V 1, 4, so this is a 2. Yeah, so this is a 9, so this could still be a 4, but this would have to be a 9 as well. All right, what else is going on? 2 and 3 are off this, so this is 1, 4 as well. This is a 1, this is a 2. Wait, what? This Dutch Whisper seems really weird. Oh, this has to go 1, 5. Yeah, so this has to be consecutive with this, but be 4 away from this. So like, if I try to put a 1 and a 2 here, what am I putting in this cell? If I put a 2 here, what do I put in here? The answer is nothing. I can't put anything in there. I can't put a 1 or a 4 because neither of those digits are 4 away from 2. So this can't be a 1, which means it is a 4, which means this is a 1, and this is a 5, which is 4 away from 1. Okay, now this has to be 4 away from 5, so this is a 1, this is a 4. So a lot of 1s and 4s on these. This is the only one that isn't 1, 4. So 3 is limiting. Yeah, okay, so 3 has to be, what's 5 away from 3? The answer is 8 or 9. We have a 9 here, so this is an 8. Which doesn't limit this at all. But now this can't be an 8 or a 9. It has to be 5 away from 2. So this is a 7, which does limit this now. This can't be a 3. Oh, there's a 4 in the box. This is a 1, 4. So this is, both of these are not 1. So this is a 2 to be 5 away from 7. This is a 3. Okay. Things happening, dude. We have some things happening. This can't be 8 anymore. So if this was 7, this would be a really small total. This would be 12. Which would force this to be a 6. And this would be a 6 as well. Okay, 3 digits left, and 2 of them have to be consecutive. Does that tell me something? No, it's 5, 6, 7. Not 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 here. So that means 7 has to go on the white dot, because it has to be consecutive with either 6 or 8. Or, I mean, 6 and 8. This dot can't be 6, 8, so 7 has to go on it. So 7 doesn't go here. So these two add up to 6, which would put a 6 here if it's 12. So I can start doing like total stuff, because I only have a 7 or a 9 here. So our possible totals are either 12 or 14. So this number is either a 6 or an 8. This number is either a 6 or an 8 as well, which gives me a 6-8 pair and puts a 7 here. Okay, interesting. So now this is a 6-8 pair. All right, 1, 2, 3. 3 cells there. So we got 3, 5, and 9 left here. This one can't be a 9. The rest of those could be any of them. Is there a way for me to figure out this total? Okay, so this adds up to 5. So this is also either 7 or 9. Nothing there though. Oh wait, this is a 1, this is a 7 or a 9, and it's not a German Whisper. So we're doing the 5, 9 thing again. Like this is a low number, this has to be a high number. There's no way for this to go from 1 to 7. That's not possible. Because because I have to go 4 away from 1, which means this number has to be at least 5. And there's no number 5 through 9 that's 4 away from 7. So this has to be a 9, which means this has to be a 4. No, sorry, a 5 to go 1, 5, 9. That's the only way we can put. The only numbers that's 4 away from 9 and 1 is 5. So that has to be a 5, which tells us the total, right? Yeah, so the total is now, so this is a 9, so this is a 9. And that makes the total the big number. So this is an 8 to add up to 14, because these three add up to 14. So this is an 8. Then this is also an 8. This is a 6. This is an 8. Okay, there's some progress. There's 2 numbers left in the row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a 7 here, so this is a 6. This is a 7. 3 digits left in the. Oh, there's a 3 here. This is a 5. So these are not 5. 2 digits left in the box for both of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There's a 4 here. This is a 6. This is a 4. These two are 1 and 5. No help there. Okay, so somehow I just got like the entire bottom of the thing filled out. And now we have to just move from there. 1, 1. So one of these two is a 1. These two, 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. So this is a 7. This is a 9. I know the total is 14, so this has to be a 3 to add up to 14. So 1 has to go in one of these two by Sudoku. 5 has to go in one of these two. Maybe 4 digits left in this row will help me out because I got this blue line going through a lot of those. So 2, 5, 6, 8. All right, 2, 5, 6, 8 left in the row. This can't be a 5. This can't be a 2 or an 8. This can't be a 6. Okay, so this is either a 5 or a 6. If you get to 14 here. So these two either add up to. So this can't be an 8 probably. 8's too big for the line. Yeah. So these add up to 14. Oh, it could be. And this could be a 1. If this went 8, 5, and this was a 1, that would work. Okay, so 8 still could go here. If this went 5, 6, yeah, could this be a 5 or a 6? And this would have to be a 3. I think that works too. Unfortunately, no, it wouldn't. Whoa, this can't be a 5 or a 6. That's weird. Okay, if this is a 5 or a 6, this one is the other one. It's either 5 or 6. And so these definitely add up to 11, which would put a 3 here to add up to 14. And then the consecutive digits with 3 are either 4 or 5. I've put a 5 here, and I can't. Wait, what? No, if this is a 3, the consecutive digits are 2. Oh, God. Okay, 2 or 4. I can't put a 4 here. I could put a 2 here, so that works. Yeah, so I don't think I can limit this at all. 2 with 5 or 6. Yeah, I can definitely put a bunch of numbers in there. All right, so where am I supposed to go? There's 4 digits left in this box. Looks like 1, 2, 6, 8, right? Got 1 and 8 here, so this is either a 2 or a 6. 4 digits left in the column. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7. Nope. All right, well 9 has to go in one of these two now. Is it the Whisper? Oh yeah, this can't be a 3 because there's a 1 here. All right, this is a 9 to be 4 away from 1, at least 4 away from 1. So this is a 3, but 9s are really not particularly helpful on this Whisper line. Where am I supposed to go next here? It must be Sudoku, I feel like, but I feel like I've run out of things. What is this pink line? What's the purpose of this pink line? It doesn't really feel like there's anything happening there. I just know that the only thing I know about the pink line is that 1 is not on it. But in this box I have 1 here. So and I found that by Sudoku. This pink line seems worthless. All right, these 4 digits maybe. Could this possibly be helpful? 1, 2, 3, 6. No way. Nothing helpful about that. Okay, so two of the possible numbers here are eliminated because it has to be 4 away from 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So this has to be a 1, 2, or a 3. Is there a possibility that that's helpful? 1, 2, 3. So this has to be a 1, 2, or a 3. Okay, so 2 has to be on this dot. which makes this a 2. Huh, okay. So these two numbers are consecutive, and they have to be from 1, 2, and 3. And so they can't be 1, 3. So 2 definitely has to be on this. So neither of these can be a 2. So now in this row, this has to be the 2, which makes this a 6. These two numbers are now 1 and 8. Okay, so this has to add up to 14. So before, yeah, so this could still be 8. This could still be 8, 5, 1. Could this be 5, 6 anymore? Yeah, this had to be a 3, so this could still be 5, 6. It can't be 8, 6. So does that mean, so 5 definitely has to go on this? Is that what I'm saying? Because it can't be 8, 6. So what did I say? 5, 6 works and 8, 5 works. So since it can't be 8, 6, one of these has to be a 5, which means this can't be a 5, which means this is an 8. Now it can't be 8. Now it can't be 8, 5. So this now adds to 11, making this a 3, making this a 2. All right, please tell me that did something. We have to be 4 away from 2. So this is 6, 7, or 9. It's really not very helpful. 6, 7, or 9. I guess it's a big number, maybe. Okay, so these two numbers are 2 and 3. Okay, so this is a 3. This is a 2. These three numbers are 6, 7, 8. So, okay, this is a 6. These are 7, 8. So this is a 1. This is an 8. These two are 3 and 6. 2, 4, 7 here. All right. So I keep thinking this pink line is a different type of line. This pink line just is not doing anything for me whatsoever. It looks nice, I guess, sitting in the middle of the other lines. I'm kind of running out of clues here. So the German whisper doesn't seem particularly helpful. Wait, is there something weird happening here? Maybe. No. Yeah. Okay. So this has to go 9 and this has to go high to high in like a weird number. So we have to have a 5 and a 1 here. This has to go 9. This has to go 9, 5, 1 because of the same parity thing that was happening, that got me started in the puzzle. So since this is a 9, and this has to be a high digit, we have to go high to high, and like 2 boxes. So somehow we have to switch the parity of this orange line. So we have to go 5, 1 here. I have to figure out how to explain that better. I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't know. It's like easiest for me to explain in terms of the green line switching parity. You go low to high, but since this is a 9, this is definitely this. We have to have some middle number to bridge the gap between a high number and a high number in 2 boxes, right? We can't go high. If we could try to go high, low, or high here, and then we have to go high again, which is impossible. So these have to go. The only way to switch the parity of the line is 9, 5, 1, and it could go either way. But we have a 5 here, so this is a 1, this is a 5, which makes this a 9. So now this is a 1. This is a 9. This is a 5. Okay. Am I done? Am I going to be able to do this? So 14, these have to add a 14. This is a 4. This is a 1. This is a 5. This is a 6. This is a 5. 7, 8 here. So 6, 7, 8 in these boxes. I think these could still be any of those. These 2 boxes, 2, 3. No help there. This can't be a 4. All right, 7, 8, what here? 4, 7, 8. So 4 is going here. Now this is a 7, 8 pair. There's an 8 here. This is a 7. This is an 8. This is a 7. These are not 7. This one is a 9. These 3. 1, 4, 7. This is a 7. This is a 1. This is a 4. These 2. 2, 7. These are 3, 6, 8. This can't be an 8. Oop, can't be an 8. Interesting. So we got like a 3, 6 happening here. We got a 6, 8 happening here. We got a 3, 6, 8 happening here. Is there anything telling about that? I don't feel like there is. A lot of 3, 6 problems on here, and there's no like clues to help me out with them either. So how am I straightening this out, actually? Okay, oh, there's a 7 here. This is a 2. So these are not 2. There's a 4. Okay, so this is a 7. This is a 4. This is a 2. This is a 7. This is a 3, and that's probably going to do the whole thing. 3, 2, 6, 3, not 3, not 6. Okay, this should be out. Okay, this is an 8. This is a 6. This is an 8. This is a 6. This is a 3. And there's the thing, dude. We completed the thing. We've absolutely completed the thing. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.